it's hard not to think of what the politics of Donald Trump and Brexit in the UK, even though they're different things, of course. But there was a lot going on in Brexit land between now and our last episodes on the topic, and the fact that it's looking likely that the UK could careen towards a no Brexit deal. Or no-deal Brexit, I should say. And what does that mean? As I think John Oliver called it, it's like the citizens of Pompeii voting to be inside the volcano when it erupts. It could be okay, but, it might not be that good. But it's interesting that how this is playing out, or even the fact that couldn't they just go back and say, all right, we're not going to do it because it's too catastrophic, but they don't want the voters to turn against them? It's an interesting political dynamic.
Oh, look, once again, I think this has been very badly handled, and I'll be cynical once again. I think the reality is you could have had a no-deal Brexit if they'd been planning for it for the last 2 years. And I think also, the reality is that it's only about the flow of money. That's what the real argument is, and there's all sorts of other things thrown in. And I just think, probably from a British point of view, from a politician's point of view, and I do understand it, but, take a step out. Life will go on. The person living in a flat somewhere in the UK will still be living in a flat after, Brexit. The question is what happens at political level, and they're getting a knickers and a twist over it, and really I think dropping the ball, whichever way you look at it, whether they should go for a deal or not go for a deal. It doesn't make any difference to a person on the street in that first week. What matters for the country is that, or both sides, is that it's a positive experience. It's going to happen, so make it positive. Instead, they're arguing politics. And they're doing it quite badly because they're not equipped to understand it from a real world perspective.